Hey guys, it's this Spose Trolley here with a comparison of Apple's latest iPads. On the left we have the new iPad 4, on the right we have the iPad mini. Both of these are great iPads. You'll see that there's a screen difference, display size difference between the two, as you would imagine. Mini, large, mini, regular size iPad. It's a 9.7 inch display, and this is a 7.9 inch display. This is classed as a Retina display because of the high pixel density, while the Mini's display is your usual. This is a 1024 by 768 display, so same as the first gen iPad and the iPad 2. iPad 4 has the new A6X processor, which is twice as fast as the A5X. The iPad mini has the A5. A good indication of the size difference here. The bezels themselves are smaller on the mini, just by a little, few millimeters. And you can see the newly styled buttons there. We've got completely metal buttons instead of the plastic ones, and the volume rocker has been separated, and that's really nice. I really like the new feel of the buttons. They're more tactile in response. On the top we can see that the sleep-wake button has been changed. Similar positioning of the microphone, although the mini has the iPad 1's microphone. I think I read that somewhere, so you're not getting the same audio quality from the mini as you are from the larger iPads. Headphone jack in a similar spot there. On the left side there's obviously nothing. There's a SIM card slot on the iPad 4 because that's an LTE model. On the bottom we both have lightning connectors on the two iPads. The large iPad has a mono speaker, which are carried from the iPad 2 and the iPad 3. The mini has the new stereo speakers, which, while oddly placed next to each other, not quite stereo there, but it does provide a substantially better audio quality over the large iPad. It's color coordinated to the color of the iPad you choose. So the mini, if you choose the white one, you got the white and silver, and that carries over to the Apple logo and the iPad sort of badge there. On the big iPad, you just get the black logo and the black plastic on the top. And if you get the LTE mini, the plastic will match the color of the bezel as well. So that's really nice. Same cameras on the back and the front. They're both 5 megapixel on the back, with an f2.4 lens, so the same lens as the 4S, with the same sensor as the iPhone 4, with some new image processing techniques, I guess. So you're getting better images in the iPhone 4, and you're getting a slightly faster lens. The display themselves, again, when you use a Retina display, you don't go back, and that holds true for the iPad as well. Comparing this to the iPad 2 I have, this just looks, worlds apart, worlds better than the iPad 2. iPad mini is a bit better than the 2 because, it's the same resolution crammed into a smaller space, but it's still not Retina. And if you have an iPhone 3GS, expect a similar display because they're pretty much the same pixel density. Let's do some benchmarks here. I've got Geekbench on both of these. And the iPad 4 is finished already, actually, and it's scored, you can probably see there, 1,789. There you go. The mini is finished, and we have a score of 761. So definitely much better performance on the larger iPad, but its performance isn't really required on the mini, especially due to the lack of the Retina display and the target audience for the mini. Overall, these two iPads are both fantastic, and most certainly the best Apple's made to date. They're really targeted at different people. On the left we have a smaller version of the iPad, which serves its purpose as, I think, an e-reader. Flipboard works really great on this one, and you're not going to do some serious productivity work, a bit of Evernote and that works fine, but the larger iPad is more suited for content creation. This is, pretty much strictly content consumption, and it really does that really well. You really do have to pick one up and see for yourself, because the weight is fantastic. The size is really good. The new design is really beautiful, and you know, it just works as a good e-reader. While the iPad 4 is good as an e-reader as well, it's got some more powerful features, definitely. You know, you've got a beautiful Retina display, you've got the A6X processor, which really, you know, if you're going to be using iPhoto, GarageBand, iMovie on this, or any other huge selection of demanding apps, the large iPad will suit you very well. If you don't mind the weight, and you must have a Retina display, because I know once you start using them, you don't want to go back to the crappy old low DPI displays, do you? No, you don't. I think that's it for the comparison, and as usual, till next time, take care.